Hi, I'm Dahlia Barakat, and I'm actually a novice director. My directorial debut was last November of 2019. It was called The Accidental Awakening, written by Elise Milner of Hanging Cow Productions. And my second show was going to be Ascension Underground. It was scheduled for April 2020, but then of course it got canceled due to the pandemic. So when Wanda and Sal actually approached me about the monologue workshop, I was very hesitant at first, and because of my limited directing experience. But then I had a nice little chat with Wanda, and I realized it would actually be a great opportunity to hone my skills and kind of get a little bit more practice, especially with theaters being closed. So they ended up pairing me with two absolutely wonderful actors, Ean Tabaday and Veronica Wood. And when I had a chat with them on our first introduction, I quickly became super excited to work with them. They're absolutely magnificent. Ean Tabaday chose a monologue from Awe Wilderness by Eugene O'Neill. The character, Richard, is like a 17-year-old teenager who's like totally in love, totally rebellious, like all the typical teenage things going on in his brain. And but at the same time, this play takes place in 1906, so it's a very different time with a lot of innocence. And it was very interesting, just kind of like understanding that character and being able to explain to Ian like where he should be coming from. It's not just your modern day teenager. Veronica Wood chose a monologue from Good People by David Lindsay Abaire, and her character Margaret is like a middle-aged woman with an adult child, daughter who is handicapped, and she's incredibly poor and just has had like the worst luck in the world. And that monologue was absolutely fascinating to also kind of read into and get into the character. Margaret is a very unusual character, and there are times, especially if you read the whole play from beginning to end, there are times where you really feel for her, and there are other times where it's very hard to. So she picked a very, very, very interesting character. And it was just amazing working with her as well, figuring out how to deliver the monologue the best way possible. The only thing we definitely decided to drop was the Boston accent, considering the limited time that we had. And Boston accents are one of those things that like you really have to spend a very long time perfecting, and if you don't, they just can kill the whole thing. So we're like, none of that. Other than that, I can say that I had an absolutely wonderful time working with both Ian and Veronica. They were both very receptive to my ideas and my directing, and I would absolutely love to work with them again in the future.
I didn't choose to be late. Stuff just happened that made me late. Like one time, I got my car taken away. And why did I lose the car? Because I couldn't make a payment. Why couldn't I make a payment? Because I had to pay the dentist instead. And no, I have gone over this 100 times in my head, Mikey. I really think that you should hear it too. Why did I have to pay the dentist instead? Because I don't have insurance and I cracked a tooth and I ignored it for 6 months until an abscess formed. Why did I crack a tooth? Because I thought that I would save a little bit of money one night and skip dinner. But I got hungry and decided to snack on a piece of candy brittle, and that's it. One piece of candy brittle and I was out of a fucking job again. And that's how it always goes. And if it's not the candy brittle, then it's Joyce's medication, or my phone gets shut off, or Russell Gillis breaks in and steals my goddamn microwave. And you want to tell me about choices? Well, you're sitting up there practically breaking your arm, patting yourself on the back for all of your accomplishments. Well, good for you. You have made some wise choices, but you are wrong if you think that everybody has them.
Oh, it must be nearly 9. Oh, I can hear the town hall clock strike. Oh, it's so still tonight. Oh, gee, I bet Ma had a fit when she found out I sneaked out. Oh, I'll catch hell when I get back, but it'll be worth it. If only Muriel turns up. She didn't say for certain she could. Oh, gosh, I wish she'd come. Am I sure she wrote 9? Oh, yes, it is 9, all right. Oh, that's silly. No, it isn't either. Not when you're really in love. Oh, darn it, I wish she'd show up. Oh, think of something else. That'll make the time pass quicker. Yeah. Where was I this time last night? Oh, outside the Pleasant Beach house. Belle. Oh, forget her. Now when Muriel's coming, that's a fine time to think of. But you hugged and kissed her. Not until I was drunk I didn't. Oh, then it was all showing off, darned fool. And I didn't go upstairs with her. Even though she was pretty. Oh, she wasn't pretty. She was all painted up. She was just a whore. She was everything dirty. Muriel's a lot prettier anyway. Muriel and I will go upstairs. Oh, when we're married. But that'll be beautiful, yeah. Oh, but I oughtn't think of that yet. It's not right. I'd never, now, and she'd never. She's a decent girl. I couldn't love her if she wasn't. But after we're married, yeah. Oh. Oh, that damn Bart keep kicking me. I'll bet you if I hadn't been drunk, I'd have given him one good punch in the nose. Even if he could have licked me after. Oh, you deserve a kick in the pants. Making such a darn slob of yourself. Oh, reciting the ballad of the reading gowl to those low brows. You must have been a fine sight when you got home. Having to be put to bed. And getting sick. Oh, think of something else, can't you? Recite something. See if you remember. Nay, let us walk from fire unto fire. From passionate pain to deadlier delight. I am too young to live without desire. Too young art thou to waste this summer night. Oh, gee, that's a peach. I'm gonna memorize the rest and recite it to Muriel the next time. Oh, I wish I could write poetry about her and me. Gee, it's beautiful tonight. As if it was a special night for me and Muriel. Gee, I love tonight. I love the sand, and the trees, and the grass, and the water, and the sky, and the moon. It's all in me. And I'm in it. God, it's so beautiful.